When building applications in Flash Pro, one of the programming elements you will work with most is called an event. Events are things that happen, like a mouse click, key press, a video is loaded, etc. And event handlers are functions that run when a particular event occurs. Let's take this application I have here. Now, if you don't have the exercise files, all you need to do is create a movie clip and give it an instance name of border_MC. So create a movie clip, select it on the main timeline, go to the properties panel, and in the instance name field, type border_MC, just as I have it here. We're going to talk a lot more about instance names and about manipulating movie clips later on, but for now, this is all you need. Select the first keyframe of the actions layer, or create an actions layer if you don't already have one, and open up the actions panel. Now, if you've used code snippets, you may have seen events in action when you've applied a mouse click event handler to an object. So you'll select an object and apply the mouse click through the code snippets. Here we're going to add keyboard control to the character in the game. Now, the first thing to do to be able to respond to an event is to add something called an event listener. That tells an object to wait for a particular event to happen. Now, if we're going to connect the border to the keyboard, you would think that we directly connect the border to listen for the keyboard press. But that's not how it works. Key presses are best controlled when connected to the stage. So we're going to type the word stage, and then I'm going to type a dot. We'll talk more about what dots do in another movie. We'll type add event, capital E, and you'll see add event listener selected in the code hinting window before long, so you can just press return, and Flash will write the rest of the code for you. So event should have capital E, listener should have capital L. And then the event that we want to listen for is called keyboard event.keyDown. So I just type a capital K, and Flash highlights that code for me. So I can press return. Flash will type the import line of code, which makes sure that I can access a keyboard event through my code. We'll talk more about importing code later on, but for right now, just ignore that. After key_down, type a space, and then type key pressed. And a close parenthesis and a semicolon. So remember, an event listener connects an event, and the event here is keyboard event.keyDown, which represents when a key is pressed, to a function, which here is called key press. Now, we haven't defined that function yet, but we'll define it in just a second. So we've connected pressing a key down to the stage. Keep in mind that an event can occur without anything happening, because you can press a key without a key event listener. But when you add the listener, then you're able to respond to that key press. So I'll go down a few lines, and I'll create a function. Type the word function, then a space, and then key press, just as I typed it above. So key press, just like that. Lowercase k, capital P, one word. Open parenthesis, and then I'm going to type EVT. This is a parameter that represents the event that occurred. This is data is going to be sent to the function when a key is pressed. And it's going to have information about the event that occurred, which is going to be a key press. So type a colon and type keyboard event, capital K, capital E. Once it's highlighted in the code hinting window, you can just press enter or return. Close out the parentheses, type colon, and then void, all lowercase. Go to the next line, create an open curly brace, add a return, and depending on your settings, Flash will or will not create a closed curly brace. If it's not there, make sure to add it yourself. And then inside of the curly braces, we're going to type what happens when a key gets pressed. The thing that we want to do is move the skateboarder. So I'm going to type border, all lowercase, underscore MC, also lowercase, dot x, plus equals 5. That's going to move the border 5 pixels to the right. We'll talk more about this code later on. For now, you can just copy what I have on the screen. So test the movie, and then press any key on the keyboard and the border will move to the right. So here we've created a simple event listener and connected an event to a function which is called an event handler, and inside of that function we've moved the border. This is a pretty simple example of an event, but events are the backbone of your applications, and by applying event listeners to objects, you can control what code is executed when an event occurs.